wanted to chat about mindset and tailoring your approach to fit your personality and your style as you're working towards, achieving something in your life or in your sport or wherever it is that you're trying to do a little bit more. And I wanted to just really just encourage and talk about the need or the desire to create tailored approaches to what you're doing. So with mindset, we certainly don't talk about a one-size-fits-all approach when it comes to sports psychology. We're really conscious about understanding who's in front of us, and then we're really specific around tailoring an outcome or an approach or a style that works for the person in front of us. So what we try and do is understand who we're talking to, and then what we want to do is make sure that if they're a little bit more data driven, that we're giving them some suggestions around, getting out and when they're doing exercise or they're doing their training, using a few more reference points in terms of weights that they're lifting or distances they're running, trying to keep a diary, a bit of a reference check in terms of, the data points and what they're noticing or what they're experiencing in terms of, gains or improvements or those sort of things. But then we can also work with people who are a bit more feels based. So what we would do with those people is make sure we're encouraging them when they're out and about doing their training again, or their weights or whatever it is, that they're being a little bit more focused on how it feels, noticing a little more when they're out there training about what their body's experiencing or what they might be thinking or what they might be going through at that time. So it's really important that if you're trying to get something done in your life, you're trying to achieve a little bit more, that you understand what you like. So if you're more a reference person, a data point person, then make sure you're really tailoring your mindset and your approach around specific targets or specific goals that have a lot to do with numbers or outcomes or those sort of things. If you're a little bit more feels based, you want to make sure you're very focused and very targeted around how things feel, so that when you're performing and when you're competing, you can just replicate that feel and you feel a little bit more confident within yourself because you've got that experience or you've had that understanding through your training or through the things that you've done in your processes towards your outcomes. So what I wanted to just let you know is that in mindset, it's not the same thing for everybody. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach. Make sure you're tailoring something specific to you. Could even be a blend of the